That's the statement, Mr. President.
Thank you, Supervisor Stokes. We have a second. We have a motion and a second. All in favor, sign aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I'm going to ask now, we have a representative from Jackson State University, and just so happened, I was bringing here, come on, I had two officers. I'm so used to being with the city, I forgot he's over here today. I couldn't get out right. I asked them to come for several things at Jackson State. I think they're in the process of doing a new housing unit that's going to fit Hinds County, and I think they also in Jackson State is still pushing for their don't stay, but I think the housing unit is what we'll start with today. And when you go back to the campus, let them know we're trying to help also with some material. Yes, ma'am, let you introduce yourself.
Well, thank you, Supervisor Stokes, for inviting us here today. I'm Kimberly Hilliard, Executive Director for the Office of Community Engagement, and many of you are probably familiar with my colleague, Jason Brookins, who is the Director of the Center for University-Based Development, which is our community development arm for the university. First and foremost, paramount to our mission is to grow the university. Our goal is to have 15,000 students within 5 years. We're right at 10,000 students, and so we're quite pleased that this is our path. But in order to do that, we need to expand our infrastructure. But I first want to tell you the things that we're doing to ensure that we get to 15,000 students. Our Madison campus is doing quite well, even though it's not in Hinds County. But we will be opening our 101 Capitol Street downtown campus this year. That's at the corner of Capitol and Ferris, where we will offer professional development certification classes, as well as our urban and regional planning department will be there. We have developed a unique partnership with Holmes and Hinds community colleges, and then we will be expanding our online offering. Within the next week, we will be having several grand openings. If you have not been on our campus, it is a marked difference. This year or this month, we have already opened the Apple Store, which is the only one in the city of Jackson. And so we are recognized as an Apple Distinguished University. That's one of 5 universities in the nation. And we have been recognized because of our iPad initiative. Every incoming freshman receive an iPad that they will have in the tenure of their university experience. So in 2 years, we will be textbook free. And so we are quite pleased with the innovation that we're going forward with and the recognition. We are one of the few universities who own our own UPS store. The store is open, it is in our student center, and we hope that not only will it be a service to the university, but to the residents in West Jackson. We also have a Starbucks coffee shop in our library, so when you're on campus, come by and get a great cup of coffee or a smoothie if that is your choice. And our campus is completely wireless. So if you're in our internal and external spaces on any of our campuses, you will be able to experience free Wi-Fi. Our goal is to have a feasibility study that Mr. Brookins is working on to expand free Wi-Fi services to our community in a 1-mile radius for our main campus. We have record graduation. Our goal is not only to enroll folks, but to get folks to graduate successfully. So this year, we had a record graduation this fall where we had over 700 students graduate in our fall commencement. So we have 2 commencement services now. You will see in the next 3 months where we will go forward with our plan for the phase 2 for a $10 million expansion for our new engineering building. Also, what Supervisor Stokes referenced is that we will have student housing on I would say the end, but it's the eastern end of John R. Lynch Street. So this will be a privatized housing situation where we'll have dining facility as well as alumni and conference center. Also, Mr. Brookins, maybe I should have him talking about this. We are creating a university business district.
Now, when you said privatized housing, it won't be owned by the university?
It will be a partnership with the Jackson State University Development Foundation.
Okay.
Now, the University Business District encompasses probably, I would say, less than a 1 mile radius around the university. We have had several meetings with our neighboring businesses, and so we have created a University Business Merchant Association. And so you will see several things in our gateway to come. Hopefully we'll have an 18-foot tiger in one of our parkways to welcome everyone to Tiger Nation. We will have a campus art lighting project. I think you see an example of the tower, how it could be lit. We will also have to go into an agreement with various hotels and apartment buildings to accept our incoming students for our next semester. And then forward, we will be going forward with a new retail vendor in One University Place. One sports bar closed down, so we already have a retail space going in. And just to know, let you know how well One University Place is doing. We're 98% leased with our market rate housing, and we have 70% of the retail space leased at this time. Also, in addition, we have the Blackburn Middle School, where we'll be going into a partnership as a laboratory school. So you'll be hearing additional announcements roll out with that. More importantly, I guess everyone is asking if we're going forward with the Dome Stadium. Absolutely. So by the end of the year, you will hear our final plans of how we plan to finance, construct, and operate the Dome. And then I think I will leave it to the supervisors if you have any questions for us.
Ms. Higgins and Mr. Brooks, we thank y'all so much. And we just wanted y'all to come and just kind of talk to us a little bit about things, because we had seen the plan about the 600-bed residence hall. And that's going to be at Lynch and Pondexter. And a lot of times, that's where people come watch the band practice near there. So it's just more and more good development, and Jackson State University continue to be such a beautiful thing in our community. If you see the Christmas lights, I wish people could have seen those Christmas decorations all up and down the university. In my day, I think we used to call it what did we used to call it? The main walk? I know they called it.
We call it the plaza now.
Well, that's what we call it. My daughter come with another name for that main walk, but it's all right. That's what we call it.
Okay.
But it was lit all up, and we just thank y'all so much for all the things that y'all continue to do. And we just want to bring you back sometime, just to kind of keep the board informed, and some things maybe we can do to help with some of the things you do.
We couldn't do it without your support. Thank you.
Mr. Brooks, I keep remembering you from the city. I forgot you're at Jackson State. They need to grow.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you all for coming as well. We appreciate the update and the information. We're excited about it with you as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I have, and I know that I have this judge here, Judge Ali Shamsuddin, and I have to come forward to the microphone. And I place this item on the agenda on item 4, county jail inmates. And I asked Judge Shamsuddin to come because the issue of housing of the inmates. And Judge Green said that once a felon has been not found over, once he's basically arrested and he's a felon, that the sheriff needs to take him, get him identified, I guess you call it, book him, and then we're going to put him somewhere else. We have it on record, but he's here to talk to us about what maybe can be done. Judge Sanders.
First, I'd like to say good morning to all
Good morning.
of you, supervisors. Good morning to all of you. And I appreciate you having me here this morning. And to kind of dovetail on what Supervisor Graham said, in church, as we say, a closed mouth doesn't get fed, right? And when Supervisor Stokes was a council person, he once said to me, you don't suffer in silence. And we're suffering. And that's why I'm here today. I'm a city judge, municipal judge for the city of Jackson. And it's getting, I don't want to just use